take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I'd buy that for $1.
Fuck your life! Bing bong!
I'm your huckleberry.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, welcome to the pod. This is the Jake and Jacob podcast. I'm Jake. That's Jacob.
I'm Jacob.
Mike's behind the camera.
How's it going, everybody?
Doing the ones and twos.
Threes and fours.
No, it's like a, I don't know. It's a radio thing because we're a radio thing, right?
Totally, yeah.
Something like that.
I've always dreamed to be a radio guy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Can you stop whispering into the microphone,
Sorry.
Mike?
All
right, I don't like
know.
ASMR, and I hear you on the pod. You're just whispering sweet nothings. You're like,
Sometimes I just gotta talk to the people.
Hey,
yeah, but say it with your chest, bro.
let them know.
Say it with your chest. Yeah. Hey, so what's up, Jacob?
Man, I'm pretty stoned right now. With a little Nick buzz too.
The cigars were nice.
Yeah.
Cigars were really nice.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've had a cigar.
Yeah, it has been.
Shout out my mom for the gift. A couple cigars.
Shout out,
few cigars.
Michelle. I hope you still watch. We need the viewership. Yeah. No, I'm feeling pretty good too.
Yeah.
The cigar. I haven't had a cigar in a while. The thing is about cigars that I don't think I could ever not smoke cigars.
What do you mean?
Like, I could never not smoke a cigar.
Like ever again?
Yeah,
or like
ever again.
Because like you've gone a while without them.
Yeah, I've gone a while, but like, there's nothing better than summertime evening. You just mowed the lawn. You drink a couple brewskis.
Maybe a little campfire.
You got maybe
Always.
maybe
Always
a
with
little
the
campfire.
campfires.
Yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
know.
Maybe grilling something. Well,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe you're grilling a couple New Yorks.
A little
Now you
smoke
get that.
on the meat.
Now you get it adds flavor, baby.
Now,
Adds flavor.
And we're cooking some meats on the grill. You know, dude, light up a cigar with a Rainier.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Killer.
That is I would choose that over.
They need to
anything.
get their can technology up, though. Coors got the can technology.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in
I think
supporting
they-
small business, so we should support Rainier.
I think they do have those actually in Rainier cans, possibly.
Really?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about how I consume beer. I kind of just do it. I don't really have to worry about like the procedures
Well,
of like airflow. I kind of, like.
better flow, better like.
Have you ever shotgun one of these, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little. They're 16 ounces, so it's a little more difficult to shotgun one of these guys.
They're 16 ounces.
Yeah, they're 16 ounce. They're 16 ounce big cans.
Okay.
So it just takes a little bit. You just got to prep for the extra. You don't gulp. You know.
I knew it felt a little extra when I tried that
Yeah.
Chug Bud.
Yeah.
The mountains are
Because
blue.
if this does have superior airflow,
Help you chug faster.
this would be the chug faster.
The shotgun choice.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you think the airflow technology is going to be better than traditional can?
Yeah. 100%.
So do you think
you could get your
Let's be
lips
maybe
around that way
sci-
better than.
That's great. You're putting your lips around the whole bottle? That's crazy, bro. That's great.
well, I mean, you don't really.
Yeah, put your lips-
How do you shotgun
like
a
that.
beer?
He's like, you could grip those
Wait,
babies with your
this
lips
is like
way
Chug
better.
Bud size. It's like
I
Chug
mean,
Bud size.
yeah.
Look, you're like my mouth can hold anything. I can get my lips around anything.
Just so you know, I could deep throat a Coors Light can.
I walked right into it.
You sure did,
mouth
bucko.
Mouth open, toot it up.
Yeah, no, dude. So, do you think we could have? Do you think if someone shotgunned the 16 ounce faster than they could shotgun a 12 ounce can.
Side by side, same person.
Yeah, same person.
we could test it. We could pop a 12-ounce can.
I feel
see
like-
how
Would
fast it
4
dumps.
ounces make a?
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to do it. I don't.
Is this technology a 4-ounce flow?
That's the question, and then that is a
That's-
scientific question.
That would be an insane amount of flow.
You know what, dude? I think this is. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, we'll have to set it up.
We're gonna set it up. We'll get our dumb friend Anders to come out shirtless, and he'll do them both, and then we'll time the seconds between, and we'll see who wins
For
All
science.
right, I like that.
for
yeah.
science.
For science.
I love when science works out when you can do drugs or get drunk for science. Seems like if that happened at school, I think I would got a lot better grades in biology and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Although, what would drugs have to do with biology?
well, I mean science in general. I mean biology is science, right?
Yeah.
It's under the category of science.
It's the human body, right?
Well, that was the last science class I took in high school.
Isn't that like 9th grade, 10th grade?
No, 10th grade? 10th grade?
Biology?
Yeah.
10th
that was-
grade?
Yeah, it would have been 10th grade. Yeah.
And then I,
That's the
yeah,
last
I took,
science
yeah,
class you
I did biology and then
Wow.
I did physics. No, physics, math. Ugh, all these bad
I
memories.
thought physics was also science, though.
It's a science. Yeah, it's a math
The
science.
thing is about
Like
math.
in The Big Bang Theory,
when
they
you-
only talk about physics.
Yeah.
well, because to do physics, you need to know math.
Yeah. You need to know math to do a lot of things.
Well, math is just kind of like everything is just
Math is just a tool.
math is just yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything kind of just goes back towards math. Because eventually, to learn the world's secrets, dude. You know what?
The
Maybe-
world's secrets.
Well, math is the.
Are we talking
to
about like the
time.
longitude and latitude of the
Well, no, but like
pyramids?
these people can somehow calculate the speed of the Earth spinning around the sun. So they just made up math that they were like, it's this bullshit, and they're like, they have all these rules, but it's like it's the answer to the universe. So what's
Well-
the universe question? How fast is Mars spinning around the thing? I don't know. How the fuck am I gonna know that? But some
Yeah.
fucking wizard knows some math, and he can be like, oh, it's this.
Well, what is it? Distance times
I don't know.
equals something. Distance times something equals speed. Distance.
I don't know, dude. Math is. I'd never liked math. I was never a
Distance and
math
time.
guy.
Distance and time.
Distance and. Okay, so what is that? Mike, are you gonna jump in at all? Or
Yeah,
are you
I'm
trying to?
pulling
You
it up right
figuring
now.
something out,
I'm pulling it up right now.
He's texting his babe.
dude? Babe, I'm with the two dumbest fucking people on the fucking planet. They can't make me come out here.
Yeah.
To be with
it's-
you, I have to come out here, and now I have to fucking be with these dumbasses.
I got the equation for speed is distance traveled over time elapsed. So yeah, distance over time. You were correct.
You should know that already because you're an aviation guy.
No, no.
I mean, yeah.
I literally I just saw the equation like a day or two ago.
Yeah. Where do you see these equations?
It had something to do with driving on the road, trying to figure out miles per hour, but I don't remember.
Huh. Okay.
Probably just a random Google.
How did they figure out 60 miles an hour is 60 miles an hour?
Yeah,
That's a great question.
and that's the thing is I
It's-
may have just gotten high, had that question, and
It's
That's
distance
great.
divided by time.
yeah.
So if I go 60 miles in 1 hour, I'm going 60 miles an hour. You know.
Damn, that makes way too much sense. Wow. All right.
Well,
I was trying to break that down and try to find the flaw in it, but no, that makes sense to me, man.
yeah.
I also I wrote
Simple.
down
It's
the
so
part about
simple.
having Anders shirtless, doing some
Damn
cam
right.
for us. Make sure we
let
don't
them
forget.
know. You
Put on
better
the pod.
you better call them and let them know. Yeah, Honors, we need you to be in a Speedo, and you need to shotgun 2 beers on camera.
Yeah, kind of dressed like a wrestler.
That is
Pro
100%
wrestler.
getting flagged on YouTube. Immediately.
Would it?
He should be.
Honors and a Speedo?
Why-
YouTube's flagging that right away.
You think so?
Why?
No.
Why hasn't Honors been a sumo wrestler for Halloween yet?
That's a really good question.
He should be a sumo wrestler, or he could just be a luchador,
What is that?
like a Mexican wrestler.
Yeah.
So we get on like the. You know
Like
what
I
I'm
was when I came on the pod the first
saying? Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, Mike. That's what Mike was.
The
yeah.
luchador mask, the wrestler mask.
I thought you were Nacho Libre.
Yeah, he's a luchador.
That's a luchador.
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Luchador is just Mexican WWE wrestlers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're fucking cool.
They
Yeah,
they wear
yeah.
the masks.
Oh, yeah.
They always wear the masks.
Those lads are cool,
No,
man.
any sort of like fighting with costumes. Yeah, that's what's
yeah.
up.
There's this like low end wrestling that's like super crazy. I see it on Instagram every once in a while. It's super crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, but they're like
Oh, is this like in gymnasiums and stuff?
no, it's like professional wrestling,
Okay,
but it's like
yeah.
but it's not as big as it's like a small. It's
Okay.
like a couple comedians I listened like to on podcasts. They do commentary, like
Okay.
live commentary for it. But yeah, like one of them's like a lady is like stillbirth Sarah, and she's like throwing babies at the audience and stuff. Shit, like I'm like, holy, what the fuck is this?
What did I miss? What did
I don't know,
I missed
dude.
something.
Little tangent.
He's talking about low end WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that they're like ridiculous names and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
He's locked in.
I've been locked in. I'm always locked in for these pods.
Hell yeah.
But
I float around sometimes.
yeah. What do you got? What do you got for the group?
What do I,
Yeah, where you floating, homie?
Yeah, where are you floating to? What do you got? What do you got for me?
what do I got? What were we talking about this morning?
Oh yeah, so I was on my dog walk and I kind of had. Let me
You
try.
were
to-
having some like deep ass spiritual.
Well, I was
thought.
just like I had the idea, and that what if God isn't real, but since God isn't real, but everyone in the church they believe in God, like it doesn't exist, but everyone believes that it does. Isn't that kind of like the same thing? Like, doesn't that kind of just prove that God is real? Because
Well, I think
even though he could not be a real entity, it's just everyone like just believes so that it is real
Yeah.
because all these people believe in God.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So that was my thought because I was kind of thinking how like in Warhammer 40K, everyone believing in the God Emperor kind of just makes him real and powerful. And I was like, you know what? That's kind of what Catholicism is kind of like. And I'm like, I mean, God. What if God isn't real, but like the Pope is still like in charge? Everyone just kind of like. It's like the easiest. It's like the best way to control people because you can just make up an entity, and everyone goes, "Oh yeah, this entity is made everything, controls everything. I'm gonna follow that." And then they're like, but then the Pope is like in charge of the religion, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Just like government.
I'm just saying it's like religion is probably the best way to control a population. So
Yeah,
like
well-
if you ever wanted to go like your world peace thing, I think
You
probably
couldn't do it from a religious aspect because it really defies the whole.
Well, I think that's where you're wrong. I think if you're gonna have world peace, the best way to actually make world peace happen would be to create some super religion where the whole globe follows that religion. Because once you all have the same religion, like you're all homies. You
And
know?
it's tax free.
Well, I'm just saying, like
It's tax-free.
bro, if you're talking about the world peace idea, is like, unless you just think everyone's just gonna be, hey man, let's just start like,
No,
let's not fight, man. Like no, like realistically, world peace would mean
world
there's
peace.
still
I don't.
governments.
World
There's-
peace doesn't work in religion because the whole point of like the whole point of world peace is that you can believe in whatever you want and we all just understand each other for who
Okay,
they
so
are.
world peace
and then
is
you
more
just
of
don't
a philosophy than a thought. Because the way I think of it for world peace, I think of it as the problem, and I go the world.
What do you
is
what do
the
you call
world's. The world
what do
is
you-
the world. Like,
What do you call a democracy? Is that a philosophy?
Sure.
Then yeah, you could call world peace a philosophy.
Well, the way you're taking it as
it's
a
an
philosophy.
understanding of life. It's like, hey, there's no reason to fight each other. We all go out and get our own. You know.
Yeah, and but I'm kind of more of like trying to figure out like what path would you need to go down for that actually to happen? Because it's not going to just tomorrow.
Sometimes you just
everyone's
got
going to wake up and be like, all right, hey man, I know we had our differences, but like we're cool now.
You know, I can't say I know the path, but sometimes you just gotta put one foot in front of another, and hopefully it unfolds the correct way. I think we had a chance with like RFK becoming president, possibly,
Yeah.
but that kind of unfolded not that way. So
But it's interesting you say that. But if RFK,
do you not think so?
no, it would be the same shit. Like, yeah, because 50% votes in the president.
What do you mean?
50% of the 50% of the population hates Trump more than anything.
Yeah.
The other 50% don't, and he's the president. So if RFK won the presidency, like most of us would be like, "Oh yeah, it's cool," but then there's still like half the population of the United States would fucking hate his guts. So you're not changing the mind. So that's the problem. Is like you keep on like.
Well, I think wouldn't world peace come from a government standpoint though? Because you have to make peace there. Because humans alone can generally get along pretty well with each other. Like
Yeah.
you could go out in public, see a random stranger, and you could get along with them. It's these governments that want war, that want land, feel the need to Russia invade Ukraine. It's that kind of stuff.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
make peace on the government level, then it's all good. We
Wow.
all just do our own thing.
Well,
World peace is not fighting.
there's enough civil war. Yeah, but enough. The problem is, yeah, if all the governments like join together, you know, there would be a few
There
civil
is
wars.
there for sure is a deeper level of world peace, but like starting with no wars would be the best, and then you could get down to the nitty-gritty of human rights, which ultimately you should have complete human rights, but there also has to, just like any person should have with themselves, they should have boundaries in their own life, you know? But who's to say for who? Does that make sense? Like,
Mike-
who's to say who's
Mike, does that make
boundaries?
sense? I think I had it, and then I think the
Did you
last
not understand the boundaries
The last
part?
bit kind of threw me off a little.
bit. Okay, we're on the
last-
same
yeah,
page.
just a
Did,
little bit.
did
The
the
last bit-
boundaries not touch?
I don't know where
I
you
think
got
that's where it
boundary
derailed.
from.
Yeah, when you got the boundaries
I
part,
don't know where
it
you.
threw me off,
Where
too.
does the boundary
Like
come
you were
into play?
you were going full steam ahead, and then you kind of derailed your train.
No, boundaries kind of like.
What is a boundary?
So, okay, we have police, we have enforcement, they kind of set the boundaries. They're like, hey, you know, don't speed or we're going to pull you over, give you a ticket, that kind of stuff. You know, you go down those narrows. Then
Well,
you
I
get
don't think
into.
the police don't make the laws; they just uphold them. So that's the government that makes the laws.
Yeah, they're kind. That's how you work out the boundaries.
The boundaries thing is still throwing me off, dude.
All right.
It's throwing me off. Everything else was great, and then you said boundaries, and I just go, "What the fuck are we talking
What
about?"
word
boundaries?
would you put there? Yeah, I don't like the word laws. You know.
What?
Because laws is just like it now. It's kind of there's a negative connotation behind it. Like, oh, you're just controlling me. Boundaries is like understanding. Like,
so
hey,
the
this is-
boundary is your word for law. Is your woke word for law? 'Cause the word law is so hurtful.
you know, I've never put that together until now, but maybe.
Maybe. So you're like, all right, guys. Hey, so my boundary is you cannot kill people. All right, that's a boundary. So don't cross it. All right, guys.
Hey,
You know.
we grew up in a
That's
different
crazy.
time.
They're like, yeah, man. All right, don't worry. You're like, all right, guys. Also, I have another boundary. You can't take my shit. All right. Yeah, please don't take my shit because that's a big boundary of mine too. You know, and they're like,
that's great. I guess, yeah.
you got
man.
anything else about?
I don't know. I think it's all a work in progress, you know. But yeah, like I said, you got to take the first steps to even be able to see what is the next door to go through. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a snap your fingers and it's all different. It's
Jacob,
like
I'm so
a work
sorry.
in progress.
Mike's trying to be sneaky, but he's fucking blowing his nose.
All right.
What's wrong with blowing his nose?
I've recently learned that I've got a little bit of an allergy to cats, and I forgot to take an allergy pill before I came over.
Damn.
Nah, it's okay. It's
That
not a big
sucks.
deal.
Oh, now you're guilting on me. I'm the asshole.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I knew I was coming to a place where I had cats, and I forgot to take an allergy pill. That's all on me.
On the bright side, you only had to pass through it, right?
Well, I picked up one of the cats.
He was kissing one of them.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not. It's not
He
like
did
I,
it to himself.
It's not like I avoided
Yeah.
the cats.
Yeah, he was kissing him
Yeah.
over there.
It's kissing the pussy.
Yeah, he was kissing that pussy, son.
Yeah, yeah.
Licking it up. He's like, meow, 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 meow.
That's crazy.
Meow, meow, meow.
It's a hairy pussy.
Jake,
All right,
Jake
what were
has
we
a hairy
chatting about?
pussy.
We were talking about
Jake-
world peace and
Jake's a
about my
big
thoughts
hairy
about
pussy.
religion and stuff. Stop whispering to the camera. I can't hear what you're saying.
What?
You know, I did.
You're-
I
he was
I did hear
whispering
him
what?
whisper.
He's
You know,
whispering.
chances are that comes through like really quiet, and I probably end up just cutting it out anyways.
Damn. Some of the things I say are pretty funny.
Unless you're saying like the N word over and over again, like that'd be really funny. If we have to
think
go,
I
if
would
we have to
hope
go
I'd
back,
catch
Would
it.
not.
would
Cut it all.
so funny.
Cut it all.
I would hope I'd catch it, but sometimes I don't listen to everything. So, like the fact he says you've been doing this episodes and episodes, didn't know.
Every once in a while, I'll say I'll just say something in the mic. Like if someone says something, I'll be like, "That is highly inaccurate," and you guys just be chit chatting. I'll just be like, "The real truth is," and I was like, reading off of this shit.
The real truth is,
But yeah, it's every once in a while I'll just whisper something to the audience. I don't want to ruin your guys' flow, so I'll just talk to them.
no, I'm not bothered by it, but he is.
So you think not interrupting us? So we're still talking. So the listeners are engaged in our conversation, and
Right.
then you just talk over it, so they miss the golden part.
It's quiet enough where they can hear both.
I'm sure of it. Like we definitely, if you understood like how it all kind of pans out, yeah,
Sure. All right.
yeah.
Hey,
Worst comes to worst.
I'm all Gucci, man.
You
Yeah.
little bitch.
I'm feeling pretty good.
You look good. Have you lost weight?
Yeah.
You look bad. You
He's
look
been
good, man.
fasting.
Yeah, I've been doing this cutting out lunches. Kind of an idea, just here and there.
You got the beard trimmed, the hair.
Yeah, I
don't
got
know.
the beard trimmed.
Yeah.
I don't know why every time you say lunches, my mind just pictures like a white bread, bologna, Kraft Singles cheese, mayo, and mustard. Oh God, that would hit so hard right now.
That's a classic, dude.
Yeah.
Should I start blasting the national anthem again?
No. We did win. We did win the case.
What's the case?
Remember, we got
Murder
copyrighted.
was the case.
We got copyrighted, and then I fought it, and then
When was
no one
this?
looked at it for 20 days, so we passed. So they're like, "All right, you're good."
When
Oh,
was
yeah.
this?
A few months ago.
It was after one of the last podcasts we did.
Oh,
And-
I think we've had a couple.
We've had a couple.
Yeah.
Because this guy
Yeah.
just keeps finding non-copyright music.
But it's
and
good. It's good tunes, dude.
So
Yeah. The intros are
They're
intros
good
are pretty
tunes.
ballin', man.
why don't we just rip off like Kanye or somebody then? If we're
'Cause
gonna
you
get
will
the
get sued.
copyright.
You
I
will
don't
get
wanna
copyrighted.
I don't give a fuck. No. The last time
Let's just play
wasn't
all
my
our
fault.
favorite hits.
The last time wasn't my fault.
I'm pretty sure it'll be the same situation. Like you said, it was a month after, anyways.
It
It took a
wasn't-
month for it to say.
it wasn't my fault. The song was put under royalty-free music. So I was like, oh,
Oh.
cool. And then they still claimed it. So it's not my fault.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's not my fault, dude. You think I try to sabotage this pod on purpose? I do it out of pure ignorance.
I wonder if does royalty free mean copyright free?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
I mean, just you're free to use their music without
Yeah,
paying royalties.
yeah.
So
Oh,
you're,
okay.
you're good.
There's no royalties because normally if you want to
Meaning
use a song,
you could make money off of their song.
You need to buy the song. Yeah. You need to if I wanted to use your song, I was like, what's your royalty fee?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You can have this song for like $1.
I see people selling for like 40 to like 60. You think they would sell them for more? Like you think you would take like pride in your work and just
I mean, who would buy a song for $50 to $60?
like if you're pushing them out and selling them for 40, like are you? Is it like full effort?
What, the buyer or the seller?
The seller.
Oh, you don't respect his game of the guy selling his music for $40?
I'm just wondering why he's selling himself so short.
You think he could get more?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would pay more?
Somebody that wants that beat.
Oh, for like people.
But it does seem like everybody's just throwing out beats right now, so it's like it seems so much cheaper.
Yeah, well,
'Cause it's
saturated
like-
market.
Yeah.
You know,
It is a
that's
saturated
economy
market.
101, man. You got too much shit on the market, it's going to go down. You got to make supply and demand.
Yeah. I mean, I found like don't get me wrong, it's not like these beats are shitty or anything. They're good beats. But yeah, I just wonder why they sell themselves so short.
I don't
Love
know.
of the game? Love of the game.
Sure. I mean, it's wild to even think like if I made a song and then and then someone was gonna pay me $40 for something my imagination that I made is crazy. Crazy idea.
Actually, that'd be kind of cool. But
Right? I mean, yeah, you're so like even if I let's say like the podcast. If the podcast ever makes money, that's crazy. Any amount of money is crazy because we're just using our words.
yeah.
And people are gonna give us money for our words, for my words. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Do you think here's an idea on the whole like why it's so cheap. Do you think it's cuz it's so much easier to make music? Like you don't need all the technology, the huge soundboard to make songs.
maybe. I just
'Cause
think
you
there's
don't
I
have
just
to go
think
to a
there's
studio
lot of
anymore,
people. I
so-
think there's a lot of people that have the hobby of making beats. And I just think it's a big market.
That too, yeah.
To stay competitive, lower prices.
It's a very competitive it's very like everyone wants to make beats.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it's fun, you know.
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm like even like me, I'm like not musically talented, but I'm always like
I mean, I do think
Makes
the
some-
world is going more of a creative standpoint. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this. but-
yeah. You know, this is the argument for universal basic income is that like we should have a universal basic income where the government gives out so much money that should be cover rent and whatever. And then if you want more, you can get your own job and do whatever. But if you just want that, then that will give you enough to like do. The hope is that you can do your creative stuff.
I think we're not quite that advanced just yet.
Well,
Plus,
yeah, this
you're
would be
gonna
more like when
always-
robots start taking like when AI gets real big and they start making robots and shit.
The problem is going to be construction.
Oh, I'm sure they could get robots to do that.
Well,
Everything
it'd be
that I've
difficult
seen-
in capitalist
Everything that
society, I think, as well, because that sounds like just kind of communism to a point.
Everything that I've seen.
Yeah,
as
there is
far
a
as-
smell of communist to it.
Everyone gets paid the same amount of money, so
You-
everyone
you
can survive. And then if you want to make more, you have to
I
do
didn't say
something
I was for it or
Well,
against
no,
it.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just
What
selling an
is?
argument.
I mean, it would be stupid to sit around and do nothing with it, but you know, a ton of people would.
Yeah, of course. If
Well,
you've got
yeah,
enough money to survive, you
But
know.
like, do you think it would weaken our society?
I think so.
Or would it be like, hey, now I have an advantage to go out and actually get the things that I want in life, and I don't know, maybe be a little happier.
That's the argument for it, is that you have this money now to, like, if you do want to be a painter, now you have the money to, like, you're good with rent, you're good with living, go be creative.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Go free your mind.
but then it's like, I mean, that's like the perfect case of like what people would do with it. But more likely, what everyone's going to do is, like, as soon as they get their monthly paycheck, they're going to go down to the liquor store, go find a bag, and fucking spend all of it real quick on whatever.
Yeah, I
mean,
can
look
see
at
that
the-
happen too.
no
but
offense.
hey, at least they're in a fucking home and not on our streets.
No offense, but like, look at like the res.
What about the res?
Like on the res, like there's a big alcohol problem because
Was that there before or after?
that I don't know. See, this is just my.
Does technology take away our purpose in life?
Well, I think if people don't have a job, because
A job, I don't think is necessarily a purpose. Survival's too easy now.
I think a lot of people find their purpose in their job, even if it's a mundane
I think
job.
a lot of people just find a job and desperately hate their lives sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
they
you
hit
could
too
try
close
to
to
be
home.
positive about it. Some people are. Maybe I just have a negative eye towards like the typical 9 to 5.
Well, I mean, you're more of a creative mind, dude. You have dreams of music stuff and other things.
Even outside of creativity, it's just like, man, I'd much rather like go hike or something.
But there's other people
I'd
that
rather
will-
just go be out in nature and just chill, not go to work and do somebody else's dream.
Do you ever hope there's a nuclear holocaust and then that we're back out in the woods?
a nuclear holocaust?
Like a nuclear
Which race are we capturing?
Well, I don't know why they call it. Why do they call it a nuclear holocaust?
It's because a nuclear holocaust would basically surround the Earth in a winter storm and would kill off a majority of human beings.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I don't.
Because then you could go live out in the land.
It would basically force us back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Well, that one. I mean, maybe.
How much do you want to be in the woods?
Oh, no.
Well, here's the thing. It's like I could just make that decision right now without people dying, you know. But it's just one of those things. It's like, could
Jacob-
we be more happy without technology?
You. I don't mean this in a bad way.
What?
But you give me the Into the Wild vibes of like, yeah, I could go live in the
You
woods.
talking about like the Christopher McCandless book?
Into the Wild is it's like the kid and he goes to Alaska.
No, that's probably one of my.
He goes to Alaska and then fucking dies.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite books.
Yeah, I'm like,
I watched the movie too. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you not read that in like 11th grade?
no, yeah, I did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We were in the same English class.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, that was a great book. And yeah, I would do it, but my mom would never. my
Well,
mom
you'd
wouldn't let
fucking
me do it.
die if I'm a grizzly.
Dude, I told her, she said, I won't let you leave and be homeless or whatever. I was like, well, putting a camper on the Jeep is not homeless. And she
Yes,
just
it is, dude.
Fucking living in a
And she
van
just-
down by the river.
And she just gave me this look. And I was like, all right, whatever. Because chances are I wouldn't do it anyways.
It's homeless adjacent, dude. It's close enough.
What are you talking about? My rent is paid.
You're dipping your toe in homelessness.
You're
I am sleeping in a bed.
yeah, okay, yeah, dude. I understand. Like, you don't have to sell it to me.
I mean, there's a lot of people who do that. They just
Even
go
just
homeless
do
for
it.
like
There's
a
some
year.
hot
or
chicks
so.
on
Yeah,
Instagram
just
do
do it a
it.
year, still work, and
Yeah.
just rack up cash. Set yourself up for one, because what average low wage is 30 to 50,000.
Right.
If you're sleeping in a camper for 6 months to a year, bingo. There's a reset in your life. I'm a single man. What's the issue? Little.
Are you talking about sleeping in a camper in like in an RV park or just on a side of the road?
I won't disclose what my thoughts were on this.
Side of the road.
No.
This Walmart's really nice.
I won't disclose because
24-hour fitness.
I just, you can tell like certain places don't actually watch.
Because if you're talking about going
Places
and getting an
especially.
RV and living in an RV park for 6 months or a year, that's cool, dude. That's like, go ahead, that's cool. But if you're talking about going down to LA, and
No,
go,
I'm not talking-
Go
I'm
to
talking
fucking
like-
Skid Row and park off the side of the
No.
road and then fucking live your life.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That smells like homelessness.
I've been watching a lot of like
With a
videos
lot
of
of-
downtown, and yeah, I don't want to go there. I'm talking about like even doing it here.
Yeah, dude. That's still you're sniffing homelessness.
What you need is like a work from home job, and then
See,
you can
but
just work
I'm not-
in your
I'm
work
not a
in your
data
Jeep.
kind of person. I don't
Well,
even
yeah.
know where to start. Like, plus, if I'm sitting at home on my laptop, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, we got Pro Tools here," and if I'm not feeling that, we got Netflix here. So, I'm not. It'd be hard to get my work done. I think.
You have to do work when you're a remote worker.
Do
Yeah.
you?
I work.
Data entry. You have to call people sometimes.
Yeah, I'm on the phone every single day.
Like you get these phone calls nowadays, and it's so uncomfortable because you can tell they're not in an office.
Like-
You're just like, is this a scam? No, it's just some collection
gotta-
agency or something like from a.
I got a call
doctor
from
visit or whatever.
AT&T trying to sell me on some phones the other day, and I fucking heard a chicken in the background.
Yeah,
I
probably
go-
probably
and I go,
at,
I was like,
probably
"Hey,
at
man,
their house.
you got chicken in the office?" He was like, "Yeah, oh yeah, we got chicken in the office." And I go, "Yeah, what a fucking like what office? Like we're like, is it bring your pet to work day?" And the guy,
Dog, my mom works from home and she's got chickens. Every meeting she probably has. Her chickens are going.
Raj
all
was
day.
wild, man. He had chickens in the office.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Raj,
Raj, yeah.
Yeah.
classic.
They're just running the streets.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah,
like
no.
Hawaii, where they're just like all over the place.
Yeah.
Isn't India like that?
Dude, I think India is just like they let cows go everywhere. I think it's just shit. India's kind of just shitty, I think.
Is cows the spiritual animal?
I think yeah, they think
It's one of the
cows are
higher
like
up ones.
God,
I'll pull it up.
right?
That's
I
crazy.
think yeah, in the Hindu culture, I think cows are gods. So they just kind of let
It's
cows
the-
do whatever.
They believe in the reincarnation of life. That's the big thing.
And
And if
cows
you
are-
reincarnate as a cow, you're like super
Dude.
holy.
Do they not know how good milk is?
I don't
How good beef and
I don't know
steak?
if they drink milk, but I
a
don't think they
great source
kill.
of vitamins.
They don't kill. They definitely don't kill. Like they won't touch them. Like so, like a cow can wander in a road, and if he just sits in the middle of the freeway, they can't move him. So they have
Damn.
to just sit there and wait for the cow to leave.
Damn. Such great nutrients, though.
Oh, I'm pro, dude. I think cow's the best.
Tell you what, cows put me on God level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to get some
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Actually, though, I think the best meat though, I think is elk though.
Do you think?
Elk is the best. I think at least
Elk
the
and
elks,
bison.
like the elk steaks that I've had.
Yeah.
I've been
Oh, yeah.
kick ass.
It's been so long since I've had elk, but yes, from what I can remember, it was.
Well, the thing
delicious.
is, because elk, you can keep it so lean, especially if you get it like pretty fresh, dude. You don't even have to like cook it that much. You just it's ready to go.
yeah, even the ground elk was.
That's what I
pretty
like.
fire,
And
yeah.
I always like my steaks pretty rare. So
Yep.
like,
Hell yeah. That's the only way to eat a steak, man. Gotta be a little blood.
oh yeah, dude.
Do you think the spiritual leaders in India told people that cow is God and not to touch it, so
I
they
don't
can
know.
have a surplus of cows, and they'll just pick one off when they need it?
No, I don't know.
That way, the whole
I mean, that's a great-
the whole
So-
country doesn't
believe
just.
So in
them off.
India, with who?
Can you please talk in an Indian accent?
In India, particularly with Hinduism. So it's the Hinduism religion. So India has, I think, hundreds and hundreds of religions, but in Hinduism, the cow is considered sacred because it symbolizes the nurturing and giving nature of Mother Earth, representing wealth, strength, and it is seen as a source of life through its milk. So that's why the cow is highly regarded.
So they do drink the milk,
Yes, they do.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, good.
but they're probably freaks about it. They're probably sucking on the teats, like, you know.
No, they get it straight from the source.
Nasty.
That's why the Hindu deity Krishna is often depicted as a cow or a cow herd.
What?
Krishna. She's
Krishna.
the god. There's a bunch
one
of gods.
of one of Hinduism's
bunch?
deities.
Yeah, they have a bunch of gods. I'm not really
Hindu-
sure about like how all that stuff works. I don't normally look into the Indian culture.
I don't think I've looked into too much Hindu.
Yeah,
I've touched like Buddha a small bit, like very little,
yeah.
but nah, it's for the most part it's just been the Bible and then just like random like
Just-
wisdom books, if you will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no
Seven
interest.
Spiritual Laws of Success is pretty good.
Except, man, Indian guys are fucking horny, man.
Are they? Well, they made the Kama Sutra.
Well, dude, I don't know, man. I get these. Mike, I bet you're as horny as I am. You see all the same shit.
Can you look up how many sex positions are in that book?
174.
Is that yeah?
Wait.
My creativity is so down in the bedroom. Then, if that's if that's where they're, I could count like maybe like
Yeah, how many?
So there are
I'd probably
only
be stumped around like 20 or 30.
there are only 64 different positions of sexual acts in the Kama Sutra.
Wait, what?
64. 64 positions.
Yeah, 64 positions, but there's over 200. Where the fuck did that go?
200.
And also, what is considered a position? Can you just rotate like
I think a
in
position.
a,
Well, 'cause
in a
there's
cute
only-
angle?
There's
and
only
then-
so many certain ways we can position the human body before
Yeah.
you start getting unable to do it. So
there's
64
some
is
crazy
Well,
things
it-
in there.
Yeah,
It's all sometimes it's all about size in this predicament.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know how well endowed Indian folk are.
Ooh. Well, they are Asian technically, and they stink, allegedly.
Now, this other site says there's over 200. So,
Mike, when you get a chance, also
Wait,
look
what
up
site are we
average
looking
Indian
at?
penis length and compare it to China. China has the smallest dicks, I think.
Are you talking like nationwide averages?
I think so. Yeah. Chinese, yeah. They're just no wonder they're so angry all the time. They're trying to take over everything.
What makes you think they're angry?
They fucking
I get more
they got
positive.
their hooks. They
Dog,
got
I
hooks
get
into
more.
everything.
Nah, well, that's just being smart and a player of the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You're not
Okay,
playing the
I don't
game.
hate the game, but I'm on the other team, dude.
You're not helping the team out.
I'm helping USA, man.
How so?
I'm preaching propaganda to masses. That's what I get paid to do.
Sheesh.
okay.
Propaganda is probably why we don't have world peace.
So the average penis size in India is around 5 inches,
Okay.
and the average penis size
5?
5 inches.
Yeah, we're not much higher than that, buddy. We're like 5 1/4 to like maybe 6, depending on which
Chinese?
website you
What's
go
hap-
to.
what's
Yeah.
Chinese?
The average Chinese penis is around 4.9 inches.
See?
Okay, but even still, that 0.9, what is that?
Well, that's just an average.
Yeah, they just take the numbers and
Yeah.
you know how to.
I was
average.
watching South Park the other day, like the first couple seasons, and they had this this bit where there's like these Asian guys that were talking. They're trying to take over South Park,
Okay.
and every time the like Stan and everyone talked to them, they'd be like, "Oh, your penis is so big. You have such big American penis," and it was really funny.
Can you guys guess the country with the largest penis?
Uganda,
Size? No,
Ethiopia?
no.
Ethiopia.
It is not in Africa.
What? Ooh, Brazil.
Close. Ecuador.
Really?
Ecuador's number 1.
Well, they're in the equator, so that there's most humidity.
Yeah.
That's good for length.
Ecuador's number 1
like
with an
the
average of
vessels are
6.9
more-
inches.
More relaxed.
How big?
6.9 inches average in Ecuador.
Okay.
And then Cameroon comes second. Bolivia is third.
Wow.
6.9 is the average.
6.9 is the average in Ecuador.
You know, I'm just glad it's not too far out there where it's
not
like,
like-
where it's not like 8
I
or
could have
like
thought
9
Uganda would have been like
average.
12.
Like that would
Um,
suck.
The first
12?
Like something crazy. Just
Haiti
like-
is number 5. Senegal 6.
Oh, that makes sense.
Gambia 7. Cuba 8.
Cuba.
Then the Netherlands
Wait,
comes
Cuba's
in at 9.
8?
Cuba is 8. Cuba's average penis length
Oh,
is
Ecuador's not the
6.24.
longest then.
Who's
You missed
checking
it.
this study? Who's sucking all these?
You know,
dicks?
A lot of people probably.
I've had a theory for that.
Because
When we got the automatic piss things, maybe they stuck a camera in there and started like
automatic piss things.
the automatic flushers.
Uh
Someone molested you, bro.
huh.
Someone
what
straight up
uncle
molested
you?
If any did, I was too young. I don't know.
That's
But-
absolutely crazy.
No, the
Oh, Canada comes in at 6.919.
Yeah, but they're gay.
the urinals.
Did you hear about the Canadian War? We'll get back to your piss idea. Did you hear about the civil not civil war but Canadian U.S. war going on right now?
No. What?
Canadian U.S.
So we put a tariff on Canada,
Right.
and now they've returned with the same tariff.
What do they have that we need?
Well,
Natural gas,
Trudeau's
oil.
been spitting off.
Is he's out, isn't he?
Well, he's going to resign, but he's still the prime minister.
How does that work if you have a company in America and in Canada? Because I know I've worked for companies. That have
when
been in both.
Yeah, you have to have two different company laws for each place. So like,
Yeah.
so that's all it is. So you have
So that company up there that is a part of you is getting screwed now.
It doesn't.
Potentially, if
maybe.
you're part of
Yeah.
that tariff.
If you identify,
That's called bringing your jobs back home, baby.
you might be able to.
and that's kind of the point of the
Yep.
tariffs. Is
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying. Trump is
people-
trying to
yeah.
entice people to build things in America.
Hell, no, I like that. I fuck with that. Everybody wants to look at it negative, like, oh, well, that's just gonna raise taxes. No, that's just gonna keep all these American whatevers coming back here, putting it back into the economy,
Yeah.
probably creating more of a middle class. If you want.
Hopefully, I just as long as fucking we can do something about inflation. Knock that off, dude. I'm
Well,
fucking
that
tired
would
of that
help, wouldn't it?
bullshit. No, we gotta get that inflation lower.
No, companies coming in that would help.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think so.
Because then there'd be more money in the economy.
more money for people to spend on podcasts,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Patreons.
Well,
Patreon.
more money in
Follow
our
Patreon.
economy actually opens up the idea that we could have something like a base level living cost or whatever.
Yeah, but then
Because
these
it's just-
places that are building things.
It's just the government saying, "Hey, how much do we want to pay ourselves every month?" And all that money will just come back in. You know,
to who?
the government. That's what. How much money is the government gonna pay themselves? Because now the government owns everything that is your base necessities.
Okay. All right. All right. I have to pee an hour. We're back.
I know. I was telling you, no.
We're back from peeing.
You're the one who was like, I'll wrap it up myself. I'm a big boy. And who knows how long we went in the beginning without like
was only-
actually being started.
Takes
I think it was only a couple minutes.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I only want the flower right now. Last cartridge I had, dude, I felt like
Hey,
my
we're
lungs-
back.
I felt like my lungs were just coated with oil with that last
Yeah?
cartridge. Yeah, it didn't feel good. Like it felt like my esophagus was swelling.
Maybe you just still had RSV.
It was around that time, I think. Maybe a little. No, it was before that. Anyways, yeah. So no, the government would control all your shit, bro. All of your shit.
I don't want that, dude.
Well, then I guess we don't get base pay.
I don't want the government to control any of my shit.
Because it would literally be like, how much money do we need to get back? $200 trillion a month? All right, we'll send it out. Y'all get divided up. It lands to like 3,000 per person. Rough
So
numbers here.
you're-
And then it just goes in your bank and then gets depleted back to the government. That's it.
Okay, but where do we get this money from?
Exactly. Monopoly that we could be playing this whole time.
But
that
then,
we're
but
not.
okay, so if we get money every month for not working, where do these how do these companies make money to give us money for these tariffs?
What? Sorry, repeat that question.
Hold on. So okay, so you're saying we all get a universal basic income,
Okay.
and we get this money
Yes.
from the companies.
What companies?
I don't know.
No, you
Because
get it.
we're talking about tariffs.
This is a government base. Whatever.
Where's the
Were we
government-
talking about tariffs?
We were, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So
So that's where I got confused because I thought we're talking
I
about
was
tariffs.
flowing into something else here on that. But
Oh,
let's go back to tariffs. Well,
I don't know. I have nothing else about tariffs. You were kind of off this tangent. I was just trying to figure out where, like you kind of went.
maybe I picked up more with Mike when you were in the bathroom than, and then my mind was there.
Sure, man. That's cool. Yeah.
No, my mind was somewhere else when.
There's a lot of. We should just call this one Spacey Pod because there's been a few times we get locked out and we get locked back in, like we're drifting. We're like, oh yeah, conversation. Let me get locked back in. Yeah. No, yeah, this is called Locked In. I'm gonna call this one Locked In.
Yeah, locked in or locked out.
Yeah, we're locked
The
in.
escape room.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What do you think about this helicopter thing that happened in the news recently?
Helicopter things. I've
The
been seeing them all
helicopter-
over the
the
freeways,
crash.
bro.
Helicopter plane crash in on the Potomac.
No, what?
Yeah, there was a Blackhawk, military Blackhawk helicopter that was in the landing pattern, and an American Airlines flight crashed into it.
Where
At,
was
like,
this?
400 feet. This is
Washington, D.C..
Washington D.C. Couple days
Oh.
ago.
So you
Reagan
think it's like
Airport.
a targeted thing?
I think I think what they're thinking is that the tower was understaffed and that the Blackhawk wasn't in good communication with the tower, and that I haven't obviously the NTSB hasn't come out yet reporting on what happened, but that's what they're starting to think.
Now, Mike.
That is not okay.
Yeah.
Now, can't
That-
they
like, you can't make
fucking
these-
see each other?
can't make
I know
these
it's
small
dark time, but they all have fucking lights on each other. Like,
yeah, but then there's the city lights in the background that throw off the lights on
but
aircraft, so
don't
it's
they,
kind of
like,
hard to tell.
Every fucking thing has a blinking light.
Yeah,
From underneath.
There were no. There's blinking lights on all of it.
Wait, did the plane?
yeah.
Did the helicopter? Did the helicopter like the plane's coming this way? Helicopter did this?
No, the helicopter
Or did they just
the plane was
both
coming
go
into
like
land,
this?
and the helicopter got in its way. So the helicopter wasn't supposed to.
Anybody like major?
Everyone died.
Everyone died.
Yeah, so there
And
were
they're all like
60,
they're all figure skaters.
yeah. There's like 60
Oh.
on the plane, and then 4 or 5 of the Blackhawk. I can't remember exactly.
What, did I miss the Olympics or something? Figure
I
skaters.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they were
It
there.
was probably
but-
they probably have a world's competition going on.
Okay,
Um,
that sucks.
yeah, I don't know what the Winter Olympics will be next year. But
tragedy.
And then they had a big plane crash in Philadelphia. They
Oh yeah, that's how I saw that
it
one
was,
too.
it was a Learjet. They think it sucked a bird in the engine and then stalled and went straight in.
Oh,
Now
It was
isn't
right
kinda-
after takeoff, so
a
they're
bird would do that.
yeah. Birds will destroy jet engines. That's what happened with Sully when he landed on the Hudson.
But isn't that kind of fishy that it happened like the next day?
Yeah,
Couldn't-
it's really bad timing, but it is a little weird.
Was it a
How
Boeing?
much if you?
No, it was a Learjet, so it's a small private jet, and it was being used as a medical transport. And I think they were taking a kid with cancer to the hospital, and they sucked a bird and they just lawn darted straight in the ground.
How much would it kill the air efficiency to like weld on something similar to like a chain link fence, but of like such a higher strength of?
Well, the problem is if you hit the bird with a chain link fence at the speeds you're going in airplanes, it'll turn the bird into like a bush, but that'll still get sucked into the engine. So
That pre-break wouldn't help.
it might. It probably would actually help. They might. That's not a bad idea. I don't know how it would affect the flow of air going into
Who
the
do I
engine.
gotta talk to for this idea? Now that you're saying
Boeing.
that's not
we,
a bad
we
idea.
live in the state. You can go.
You're a plane
but
guy. I know that.
Go drive out to Boeing.
I know. I got an
Go
idea.
out to the Boeing factory.
I assume there. I
live
assume
close
it
to
causes
that.
enough of a problem with the intakes that's why they don't do it. Why they don't put a little cover over it.
Say like it would have to be like minuscule like lines.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but wouldn't like anything that gets into the engine fucking do some
It
damage?
does. Yeah, like there's like every once in a while we'll get
Well, you'd kind of hope it was going so fast that it wouldn't.
No, but like still like
it's the internals and all the spinning parts and then once you get a piece of
I mean, it's
FOD,
like-
which is foreign object debris, you know, it ruins the engine.
what happens if you have a foreign object in a car engine? Doesn't that it'll
Yeah,
fuck
like
it
if you
up.
dropped a bolt into your engine, it would fuck it all up.
Yeah, same. I was assuming
I
a jet engine is the same. It's
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
I actually kind of have a story for this. I had a buddy. He had a Honda Civic hatchback or something, 90s. Doesn't matter. It was kind of stalling out, and he had for some reason there was a rag in the intake.
Oh shit.
And I just pulled it out. Everything was good. So yeah, if you're not getting airflow,
Yeah.
you need oxygen or you need air for.
And when you're up as high as they're
Yeah.
flying, the lack of oxygen might make it a problem.
Now,
so it's
why?
like
So can
Now,
you explain this to
as
me?
far as the filter thing goes, I don't. It just really comes down to if that first break would help it go through the engine better.
right.
So how come like the B-17s they could have multiple engines go down and still be fine, versus this little bitch ass plane?
Multiple engines, right?
Well, yeah, because the B-17s had the prop engines with propellers, and they weren't going as fast. So you have more time to react to
or like
changes.
the A-10s,
A-10s, yeah.
so they can lose an engine and still.
Yeah, so what they think happened is they think that it was a bird strike and that the pilots
Freaked out.
either freaked out or tried to save it, or when they hit the bird strike, they were in maybe a turn and it just caused the other engine to over throttle. So on multi-engine aircraft, the engines are trying to meet each other. Like the one engine wants to get to the other engine. They're both producing thrust. And when you lose one engine, you have to react pretty immediately so you don't get sucked into a spin.
to kill it, like
I think
Yeah.
it did get sucked into a spin. I think
Yeah,
I saw
so-
the video. It landed on a bunch of houses.
And in the middle of a really busy street.
I did have a question.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, when we first started learning to fly, we did it by human and just the shape of wings, essentially.
Right.
Can you free fly a plane and
Yeah, you
try to
can glide.
land it without
You could every plane has a
every
glide.
other function still works?
Yeah, so every plane has a glide ratio. So if you go up like in a glider, if you go up and your engine dies, you had depending on how high you are, you have a distance of glide. Every plane's different. And so like if you're at 3,000 feet, some aircraft that'll give you like 30 miles. And so
Okay.
you've got 30 miles to figure out where you're going, where you're going to land, what you're going to do. And so you can just glide a plane down. But if you get into a spin, a lot of times they're hard to recover from, and a lot of times it'll kill you.
Damn.
So unless you've trained how to get out of spins, put yourself in the situation of a spin and practice getting out of it. So
Okay.
yeah. So they think
yeah.
these guys sucked a bird, got stuck into a spin, and then just lawn darted, and it
Okay.
was just game over.
That sucks.
And they were full of fuel, so the whole thing went up in a massive fireball, and it like killed a bunch of people. Yeah, I saw a video of a guy coming out of the fire on fire. It was crazy. Yeah.
Plane crashes are pretty crazy. I watched a movie on one, and they got like stuck on this mountain. Just negative, like freezing.
Oh, was it the
temperatures.
Ecuador football team?
Yeah.
And they had to eat each other to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
True story.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy. The survival story is more crazy than the plane flight
Yeah.
situation. That not being able to come up on that hill though,
Yeah.
like you think you would choose a different flight pattern.
I'm locked in. I'm back. I left for a minute.
It's all good. It's all good. We all leave sometimes. We want to wrap this up.
Sure, dude. Yeah, let's wrap it up, man.
Yeah, do a short
Hey.
one. We'll come back and do another one.
I'm gonna put on a different hat. I'm a little cold. Hey, this has been the Jake and Jacob podcast. Follow us on the socials. Subscribe, like, and comment. Yeah, let's throw some comments out there, huh?
Yeah, let's throw some comments. Go listen to the music. Yeah, I think I put out a new song since the last episode.
Check it out. Bye.
Bye bye.
Later.